What's going on, YouTube? Hope everybody doing good today, having a good Friday and all the rest. Um, I wanted to make this video, man, because man, I just witnessed a conversation that this person don't even know, and it just got me to thinking, man, some people don't even know that they're forfeiting what they've been asking for, or been seeking. And what it is, it's a guy, he's been, I guess with the company for, he's been with the company for about a year and a half, something like that, and, he looking to get a raise or whatever. And, he's got the maid on watch with him, trying to advocate for him. And, the maid came upstairs and was like, look, Cap, such and such, say they've been here for this amount of time, and, they looking to get this raise, what can we do for them? And the cat was like, look, I don't mind that, but we have noticed that, this person has been lagging in certain areas. The attitude hasn't been in the right place. People try to point out things he could do better or improve on, and he don't have the right attitude towards it. And as I'm listening to it, all I hear is the opportunity that you've been asking for, things that you've done prior to that, you haven't prepared yourself for it. You haven't put yourself in the best situation for somebody to even fully advocate for you, because you got to be to the point where when somebody go on your behalf, it's got to be an automatic, oh yeah, let's go and get the paperwork. I'm for that. I approve that. Why? Because everything that you've done prior to that point has built the foundation for that. But if you up there with an attitude, not doing what you're supposed to do, not showing up on time, not handling your business, man, anybody just handing out no money, it don't work like that. It almost reminded me when, I wanted to learn how to be in the wheelhouse where I'm at now. And I remember the guy wouldn't let me steer until, I brought that chart book to the wheelhouse. And this was about 2 months of this. I brought my chart book. I'm listening to everything he's saying, taking notes, and he ain't let me touch the sticks not a damn time. He did a whole bunch of talking about, the family, wife, and kids. And I would work my 6 hours and come up here. This was on my off time doing this. Like, I gotta sleep so I can get back up for watch and handle my business for the next shift. And you up here talking about cats and dogs and family vacations and shit. And it's like, man, this is bullshit. I don't give a damn about no cats and dogs and no family vacations that I can't even afford to take. And I just want to get behind these sticks so I can be able to do the shit you talking about. But it's like, let me go on and take these notes. Let me go on and learn. Let me go on and try to soak up as much as I can. That way, when I can get in this seat, it's go time. I ain't get no attitude. It wasn't no, man, this bullshit. I ain't got time for this shit. I could be downstairs watching TV. I could be downstairs with the fellas watching the game. I could be watching, the new movie coming out, or all this other stuff. Or I could be talking to this person or that person. But it's like, everything that you're asking for, if you don't prepare for it, it ain't coming. It ain't happening. And after them 2 months, and I guess, he wanted to make sure that I was serious about what I was asking for, so, hey, Treadwell, you wanna go ahead and grab the sticks? And I'm like, hell yeah. I wanted to grab them 2 months ago, but you was talking about the damn dogs and cats. But man, once I grabbed them sticks, it was go time, At that point, everything that I wrote down, that I learned, I was able to see it. It's one thing when somebody put you in a seat and they point out, but what he was doing was he wanted me to already, see it before I got, in the seat or whatever. That way, once I sat down, everything would make sense, which it did. So, when I think about this young man, it's like, man, when somebody was trying to point out what you could have done better, you up there, man, I know what I'm doing. People gonna remember that, And now that I'm in this seat, hey, don't come up here. You got a bad attitude. You got a bad attitude downstairs. Don't come up here and you can't listen, because everything that somebody going to tell you up here, you're going to be told. You're going to be told, no, you should have did this. No, you could have done this better. And you go ahead and get an attitude if you want to. Your ass gonna get about this seat real quick, especially with me. And it's just like, man, how many people have forfeited their blessing They what you've been asking for because of a bad attitude or the wrong mindset. Man, like you might as well not even try to ask for nothing or try to work on being promoted because that attitude ain't gonna get you far at all. I feel for the young man because it's like, the money you making in this economy, bruh, you ain't making shit. You need to keep your mouth closed. If anything, you need to spend your whole off time following somebody. What can I do? Well, whatever, because you got to turn it around. So hopefully he pick up. But the main point of this video, I want somebody to learn from. Hey man, sometimes you gotta keep your damn mouth closed. Learn. Be a student. Even when you know that you probably better than a damn teacher, keep your mouth closed. Because if you're not in a teacher position, and whoever that person is that's teaching you, they may have the key through the door that you're trying to get through. And if you ain't got that damn key, keep your mouth closed. Shit, fake it till you make it. Listen, play along with it, and just be quiet. But actually try to learn if you can. But if they not a person that you can learn from, fake it. Fake it, fake it, fake it. Because guess what? That key gonna open that door eventually, and you gonna get through that door. But if you up there, man, I know what I'm doing. I done did this, or I learned this from somebody else. Nobody wanna hear that shit. Nobody wanna hear what you done learned from somewhere else. This, that, and the third. Man, go and get through that door. And that's what I did. That's plenty of times where I had to bite my tongue. People were trying to put fear in me with the wheelhouse. Oh man, if you don't do this right, you want to fill out that paperwork, man. I kept it cool because it's like, look, you gonna have to fill out paperwork. I'm finna get this because I made promises to my wife. I got kids. I got a house I want to build. I got a truck I want to buy. There's new vehicles I want to buy my wife. And nah, we ain't tearing up shit because I'm finna make this work, which I did. You gotta have that determined mindset. A lot of these guys I'm seeing now, man, only thing they determined on is to get the money, to get the bag. But you ain't got the skill. You ain't gonna keep the money if the skill ain't there. I done been able to negotiate me some prices on a lot of things on my pay rate because, hey, you can't play with me. I ain't been out here long, but the time frame that I have grasped a lot, and I grasped it from a lot of old timers and OGs that know what the hell they doing, and I got a whole bunch of notes that, hey, I take to the heart and I pay attention. Even when I'm off watching, I'm on a boat with somebody that seem like he know what he doing, and he on the up and up. Hey, sometimes I'll step outside and I'll watch how he'll make a bridge. I'll watch how he'll make a lock, or how he'll make a deep bend, how long he'll sit in the pocket, how long he'll hold on the buoys before he make his turn. I pay attention to all that because I'm trying to sharpen myself. And I remember a guy a long time ago. This guy name was Mike Moore, and he said, Treadwell, you sharp, but I want you pocket knife sharp. And at the time I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? But boy, when that teaching came, and when he held me back and made sure that I got more teaching, it was a done deal. So when he said pocket knife sharp, man, that's what it is, and it took time for that. There's times where I had to bite that tongue. There's times where I had to swallow that motherfucker because I done been with some folks where it's almost like they great at pushing buttons, but I had to learn why. Why do that? Why show your ass? You're gonna miss out on your blessing. You're gonna miss out on everything that you told your wife you're gonna do. And what's the point of that? I had a guy where he said, Anthony, you the first person I signed off on. I said, well, if you got your designated examiner letter, to be able to sign off on people and steer them, why you not steering more people? And he said, well, because everybody gave me attitude. He said you were the only one. But in my head, I'm thinking, motherfucker, you don't know. I want to give you one of these across your head, because he was one of the ones that'll test you. But why? Because in my mind, I'm gonna surpass you. In my mind, hell, I'm coming for your job, which I did. I got it, and that's just what it is. You ain't gotta try to shut nobody up. Let your work speak. Let your hustle speak. Your grind, your ambition, your perseverance. Because one thing somebody can't take away from you is your skills. Once you build that foundation, it's a done deal. Only person that effort up is you. And unfortunately, that's what that young man did. And I hope he changed because, hey, I just heard the man say, they ain't signing shit until he changed. Your money's sitting on the table waiting on you. So whoever listening to this video, what are you doing that's allowing your money to sit on the table and you can't get a hold of it? Because you running your mouth, because you got an attitude. because you're not handling your business. You're not showing up on time. You're not respecting relationship. You know, I always tell guys, I don't gotta give a damn about you. But when I get in this seat and behind these sticks, I give a damn about everybody. So however you came to me, that's how you gonna go home. You're a wife beater, you gonna go home a wife beater. You know, whatever you are, that's what you gonna go back home as. Because I take what I do serious. Every day I get in the seat, I'm trying to do better. And I'm my worst critic. When I make a lock, if I don't make it how I know I could have made it, I'm beating myself up. Not in a bad way, but it's like, I'm gonna do that better next time. Matter of fact, I'm gonna come ahead a little more next time because I want to make this lock and I'm gonna perfect this. That's how I am, you know, and that's just what it is. But hey, man, I hope y'all have a good weekend. Everybody do good. Get ready for that Colorado game tonight. Dion, we with you, baby. Handle your business. We love you. Prime time, baby.